Some new Asetek products. Look at this big black shaft. For €250, you can add some girth and length to your sim shaft, that is. And yeah, there you go. Seems to fit the part. Also, a lot of you thought, oh, we're going to get the SIMUcube 3 and they're going to have the same quick release something, you know, like what Asetek does. But whop. It was a slightly cheaper active pedal. So, but Asetek has got your back. Look here on my SIMUcube 2 Pro. This is now a SIMUcube 2.5 because guess what? Asetek's got you covered, and yeah, it's semi-wireless. You've got this one but this is a third-party adapter. So now you can use the Asetek QR or any of Asetek's wheels on, you know, most wheelbases. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Thank you Asetek for sending me these products here so that I can make a review. I do have an affiliate link with Asetek, and it's this one over here. It will save you 5% if you're interested in anything here. However, keep in mind Asetek does use a lot of resellers worldwide, and they can be quite steep on shipping. I know here in the United Kingdoms, if I were to buy something, it is definitely cheaper for me to use my local reseller to buy Asetek gear than what it is actually to buy from Asetek themselves, because by the time I pay for the DHL shipping and all that, yeah, it is a little bit more pricey. So it depends where you are in the world. You might be better off buying from your local reseller, or if you want, you can check out Asetek directly and then of course use my code, and that will save you 5% on anything you buy. This here will not be a very long review because in the end of the day, I mean, it's a shaft extension and you know, a quick release. It's only so much I can tell you guys. There are a few things I can tell you about this wheelbase shaft extension, and that's exactly what it is. It makes your shaft longer here at the front. That way you can perhaps maneuver your monitors better to suit you. So what do I mean by that? Imagine this here is your monitor. The way I've got my monitor mounted at the moment, I've got it mounted just to about here, just above my wheelbase, and I left just a slight gap here underneath so that I can hit the power button underneath. You might want to bring your screens closer to you and also drop your screens. Now, you've seen a lot of YouTubers have that ultra realistic. It looks like they're really in the car. One of the reasons is because they've got a shaft like this, and the steering column in the car, it looks like in the simulator like it's coming out at exactly the right place. So for example, they would mount their steering wheel and their field of view inside the car. It would the way this steering wheel is in exactly the same place as what it would be in the screen, and that it just makes it you know, so much more immersive. I'm sure when you are in there, you can bring the screens closer to you. You're more surrounded if you're using triples, and you know, just obviously that's one of the big selling points of buying a shaft, is just that reason over there. Other than that, you might just want to, you know, have a little bit more movement for your horizon. You know, in my seat over here, for example, I cannot lower my seat any lower than what it is here now. And my screens, for example, I just, where they are, my movement is very limited, especially with the wheelbase being right here. So this might just give you that extra inch. And you know what? Ask my wife. Having that extra inch is sometimes all you need. Yeah, I'm in short. This handle over here is made smaller, and that is so by design. That way, if you do mount it on here, it doesn't interfere with screens or anything. As with a quick release on here, you can see it's got this big handle, and it definitely makes it easier to remove something. This is something that you're not going to be removing all the time, because this shaft is now not connected to your wheel. It's actually connected to the wheelbase, so you're just going to be using your quick release over here, and that is where you're going to be taking it on and off. Most likely this shaft here will just stay on your wheelbase. Other than that, keep in mind when you are running a, there you go, a DDU, and you are perhaps using a screen and you bring your screen closer, this is something that could become an issue for you, because now your DDU is blocked. You know, it's very far for you to mount it, and it's very difficult for you to mount it over here. There are companies like SimCore, they sell these mounts that come, and they actually come underneath, so they would come out here where this is mounted, and it would go down, and then there would be a bar that would come up here, and that's where you would mount your DDU. So that is an option for you. However, just keep in mind that that is extra money that you will be spending. So you're already spending 250, let's say, for this shaft, and then you're going to have to spend more money to actually get your DDU mounted more forward. That's just something to keep in mind, of course. Another thing, with this shaft over here, they sell these for $29.99, I believe, if you want to get, and it's whether you want to buy the smaller one or this one, that is the price. This one here is 146 millimeters, and I actually got this in my kit with the quick release, and I just assumed because it's exactly the same as what it seems like on the website that I can use it in here. But the wire that runs through the shaft is just that little bit too short for me to actually to use the shaft. So I don't understand that. You would have thought they leave you a little bit of extra room in there so that you can comfortably use but my cable that runs from here to there is too short for me to utilize this longer this longer thing here. After many months, I have taken out my Invicta wheelbase, and in goes this new SIMLABS 2.25, because well, actually this is a SIMLABS 2.9, because I mean, look at this shaft. Anyway, let's not get into technicalities. I've got the third-party wheel adapter over here. You can see I've got the shaft connected as well. I just want to show you how solid this thing is. I mean, it is absolutely rock solid. This is my whole rig shaking, but there's no movement in this shaft. So absolutely a rock solid solution. I'm going to remove this shaft over here now. I just wanted to show you how it works. This is something that personally I probably won't be using. I don't mind seeing my wheelbase and things over here. I've got my accessories mounted. I don't want to hide them away. However, of course, you can imagine yourself putting that on there, and then bringing your screens to right over here, where I mean, obviously these screens coming closer and just all around you will make you feel like you're in the car itself. That is something I'm actually quite considering. If I can get a solution for my DDU, I will be doing so. So let's take this off. Now you can see here is your third-party wheel adapter, and of course you do have the cable around here. This is not a completely wireless solution, because you're going to have this one wire that you're going to have to plug into a USB-C, and most likely you want to make sure that this is a powered USB-C, so into a powered USB-C hub. How many times have I said USB-C? Maybe not USB-C, just USB. Anyway, there you go. As you can see, just plug and play. I mean, rock solid. Some things to consider. Of course, if you have this, now you can use the Asetek wheels, and you can use their quick release. I do believe their quick release is honestly the most convenient and nicest to use quick release that I've personally used. I prefer it over the NRG styles, but obviously each to their own. Some things to consider. Look at this wheel here by GSI, the X29. They give you this very long coiled cable. So this would have been this cable over here. But now I've got it wrapped around my wheel. It is definitely not the cleanest looking solution. But if you have a wheel with all these long wires, then this is probably what it's going to look like your wheel. So keep that in mind when you are considering buying this third party, adapter. But it works exactly the same way. As you can see, I plug it in, and this will power up now, and look, I'm ready to go, rock solid. My shifters and my wheel clutches are uninterrupted, even with this cable wrapping around. Now there are wheels, for example, like this. This is exactly the same QR as what you just seen on the X29. However, the SimLabs one uses this little USB-C, so I can use a small thin cable, and you can almost not even see it. Look at that. And just like that, I'm ready to go. Of course, the cleanest solution you can go for is, let's say you buy a wheel from Cube Controls. Then you're going to buy the Asetek QR from themselves. Or in this case, if you buying from GSI, I paid extra for their Asetek QR. And as you can see, look here. There's not a single wire in sight. And this is obviously the most cleanest solution. And look at, I'm up and away, and I can use this on high powered mode because I've got it plugged into my into my hub there in the back. So I've got more than enough power to run anything on this wheel. Everything works just a-okay as it should. Now storage, one of the positives of having this solution. Imagine you had this, I had to take this off, and this was my old QR system on here. I would have had a cable coming out of here, and then I would have to, you know, perhaps store it over here. I would have to tuck the, you know, cable away. Those are silly things, but it's things that bothers me, you know. When I put my wheels on my stand, I want them looking well. And sometimes I had to take off the cable. This obviously is just so much better, just on and off. I can now go and take this off, and I'm going to attempt to put it here. Look at there, nicely stored away. There's no cables hanging there. Fantastic. Oh, my head's in the way. Look at in the back. So yeah, personally, I think I really do like this. Where's this? Let's put the Asetek one, since we're talking about Asetek, you know. I do think it's rock solid. Is this something that I personally would have went out and bought for myself for my SIMUCUBE 2 Pro? Yes, I would have. Keep in mind, I already have quite a few of these Asetek QRs that I bought with my own money. None of them were sent to me. So yeah, I personally would have bought this for myself because I already got a lot of the QRs. If you are starting from scratch, however, and you have to now go and buy the third-party wheel adapter, and then you're going to have to buy, you know, maybe 2 or 3 quick releases for your steering wheels, yeah, you're going to talk about spending, you know, $600-700, which is a lot of money. But I myself am the type of person, I don't mind spending that bit extra for convenience and things. For example, this SimCore mount. I paid like £300 for this mount over here just because I wanted a rock solid solution. Did I need to buy it? No. I had the Asetek front mount, but I wanted to have this here with a floor at my feet. I didn't just buy one floor, I bought 2 floors so that it spans the whole length of my base. There's a lot of things that I buy on my sim rig that you only have to buy once. And this is one of those things. If you are going to buy this third-party adapter or even the, you know, the wheelbase extension, these are things that you buy once. And whenever you get a new wheelbase, you're going to take this off and you're going to stick it on your new wheelbase, and guess what? Your wheels already have the Asetek QR on there, and you're just going to work away like that. So for me, that is, as a YouTuber itself, it's going to be quite handy. You know, if I get a wheelbase in here for review, I can literally just stick this adapter on there, and I don't have to faff about all my wheels, changing quick releases on the back to, you know, to make it work on whatever wheelbase I've got. So for myself, I think it's a very, very good quick release. I do think it's a little bit expensive. If obviously if it was like $50 cheaper, I would have said, yeah, go and buy it now. But you can say that about everything in life, you know. I wish everything in life was $50 cheaper. So yeah, it's not. The price is the price, and yeah, I do think you're going to be happy with your purchase in the end of the day. I mean, look at this. Just absolute rock solid. I've got power, everything. It's just so clean. So yeah, definitely I can recommend these new products by Asetek. Everything is linked down below. Obviously the link to the Asetek is an affiliate link. Use the code SIMCIRCUIT. It will save you 5% on your purchase. If you have made it to this stage of the video, I thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing to see any of my future videos. I'm going to the Sim Expo this weekend, so I can't wait for that. There's a few things I really want to get my hands on and test, and I'll give you my honest opinions and feedbacks on that. So yeah, subscribe. Give the video a like, and yeah, as always, I hope your next race guy is a winner. Hallelujah.